Okay, now we're going to learn how to use Letters Alive Plus. This is the reading portion within your Learning Alive suite. Remember, in Learning Alive, you've got Letters Alive Plus, Math Alive, and Interactive Stories. So we're going to jump into Letters Alive Plus. In here, remember, as you remember from the other Learning Alive setup video, I showed you about these two modules. Within Letters Alive Plus, I've got letters and building sentences and building words. For this section, we're going to learn about letters and building sentences. So let's go. Okay, so let's learn about Letters Alive Plus. Remember, in here we're learning letters, letter naming, letter sounds, and then sentence building, sight words, right? So let me show you how this works. Remember, I've got my sorting box here. I've already got some key cards picked out, and you'll see as I go through the exercise how handy it is to already have this set up. So I'm going to grab a few letter cards. These just look like normal letter cards, remember, but in our program, these are magic. When I put them under here, it triggers the activity. That's the augmented reality fun. So we're going to learn about the letter A. When I put this under, look at Amos Alligator pops up, and I can bring him closer to the camera to show that, show all sides of Amos, see how big he is, see his teeth. Really just have a lot of fun learning about the letter A and Amos, and kids just absolutely have a fit over this when they see it. This is Sergio Seal. All of our animals have fun names, just the character name. This is Sergio. Say, hey Sergio, do a flip for everybody. Watch him. He does a flip. Now it's not voice activated. I just know the animation. I know the loop of the cycle that he does. So I know when he's going to flip. So I can have fun as the zookeeper in the classroom. I can tell the animals what to do and kind of command that. And then the kids just have a lot of fun with that. So here's Larry Lion. Big Larry. All of our animals are just real fun, and you can see all the sides of them. So it's a lot of fun tying in sciences as they're learning letters and letter naming. So let's dive a little bit deeper, right? So here's Gertie. This is the giraffe. If I lay this card down, remember, I've got buttons here on the screen, and I've got buttons on my mat, and if I'm throwing it to a projector or smart board with touch technology, I can use that as well. So several different ways to interact with the program. But let's learn about the letter G. So on the far left, you see change to letter mode. If I push that, now I see my letter G, and I can pick that up too. It's three-dimensional. So it really helps my dyslexic kids to be able to see all sides of the letter. So that's my lowercase. The next button does upper and lower, and I can toggle between the two. Then hear the letter name.
G.
G, right? Hear the two sounds, hard and soft.
G. 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 G.
So that way I can learn and really dive deeper into the letter G. And that's true with all 26 letters. As I lay them down, these buttons enable me to explore that letter to learn more about it. So let's go back to the animal mode. So from left to right, the second button is hear the animal name.
Giraffe.
So I hear the word giraffe, I see the word giraffe, and I see a physical representation of a giraffe. Now this taps into all of the learning modalities where I hear it, I see it, I feel it. All the different learning modalities kick in when I'm learning this letter. The third button lets me hear the animal sound, and that's true for all 26 animals. So I hear the animal sound. I know that a giraffe makes a sound like a letter G represents a sound. So that's a cool correlation so that kids understand that letters make sounds, and letters represent sounds, and animals make sounds. The last one,
Gertie. Giraffe.
is my character name. All 26 animals have fun character names. Gertie Giraffe, if you notice, actually uses both of the sounds of the letter G, the hard and the soft. Gertie for hard and giraffe for soft. That's true also with our vowel sounds, like Amos Alligator uses the long A for Amos and the short A for alligator. So this is just a great way to dive a little bit deeper into each letter, all 26, to find out more about the letter name, the letter sounds, the animals that are represented, and really have fun learning our letters. Okay, now I want to show you something really fun that we added into this program, and this is the video card. All of our characters, remember, they have the animated animal associated with it. Well, when I lay this video card down, it triggers a video, which is a lot of fun. So if I kind of put this off to the side, I can pick this up, I can make it bigger, show the class, a little bit bigger screen. So if I'm showing it on a projector there, I can show the whole class and get it really close. But that just shows the animal in their natural habitat. And that's true with all of my animals. So now that that video card is there as a trigger, when I insert this, it automatically goes to video. I get to see my lions in their natural habitat, the horse running with his family. So now I can dive deeper about a horse, and a baby horse is called a colt, and how they run, how they like to be outside. So this really accentuates the science portion of our software and how we can tie in a cross-curricular activity like science into letter naming and letter sounds. Okay, now I want to show you about sight words and building sentences. So let me remove the video card. And let's learn sight words. So in this pack, I've got 97 Dolch sight words, pre-K and kindergarten sight words. These are my high frequency words, right? Out of these 97 words, I can build thousands of sentences. So watch this. When I lay this down, it's just like learning a sight word. The, it's not capitalized. I've got my lowercase t there. So the, but once I start building a sentence, right? I lay the next card down. This is my noun. All of my animals are my nouns.
Frog.
So I'll say the frog. Notice that the capital got there on the T because now it knows I'm building a sentence. So it went from lowercase to capital because now it understands, oh, he's starting to structure a sentence. So let's say the frog can, and now I've got all my action words. So a lot of fun verbs that I can play with. Let's see if the frog can jump. The frog can jump. Look what happens. I've got comprehension built into the sentence. Now I've got the frog can jump with a period. It's a complete sentence. The frog is responding. He's jumping up and down, and I can read to me.
The frog can jump.
The words highlight as it goes through the sentence to just really accentuate the kids learning that word and how a sentence is structured. So let's put down a different word. Let's say swim.
Swim.
Now he starts swimming. So it's a lot of fun to just watch him swim and have get it on the lily pad and be able to swim. Let's say eat. This is tying in the sciences. Let me move him up a little bit. Now you can see him eating a bug. Frogs eat bugs. I'm really tying in science there. But what if, and this is kind of a predictive thing, what if I laid down an action word that he cannot do? So let's say fly, okay? Well, we know that the frog can't fly, but little children might not know that. So the frog can fly. What's going to happen? Let's see.
Fly.
No. He answers no. Frankie shakes his head no. So all 26 of our animal characters will either nod yes or no, or they will actually do the verb, and that builds in the comprehension into the sentence. Now one thing that's really cool is I can rearrange these to make a question. So let's try that.
Can.
So let's say, can the frog fly? Right? Now what happened? I've got my punctuation up here. I've got a question mark. Now it's actually a question because it understands that. And Frankie's responding. So I have my immediate visual feedback to let me know the confirmation that that is actually a complete sentence, that it's a question, right? What if it doesn't make any sense at all? So my ELL, children, or my special needs or at-risk kids that don't quite get it yet, what if it's a nonsensical sentence? The can frog fly? Nothing's happening, right? There's no punctuation. There's no period. There's no question mark. The frog isn't responding. Frankie doesn't know what to do. So the children know, oh, I've got to fix this sentence puzzle. I need to get these right. So if I rearrange that into the proper question, now I've got my question mark back and it actually makes a question. And remember, I can touch that button.
The frog fly.
And read it back just like that. And all this is touch screen. So from this side, what you want to do is use your mouse and you can click those words up there and it'll actually highlight and say the word. Or I can step over to the other side. And the reason for this is the camera view. Now I've got a clear shot.
Can the frog.
Now I can touch the words and actually read the sentence and say, what's this word? Where's the noun? So depending on how far I want to take the instruction, it's really teacher-led and I can dive a little bit deeper into grammar. So let's come back across. That's my action words. But what about descriptive words? I've got in all my 97 sight words, I've got several descriptive words. So let's learn about adjectives. So let's build a sentence. That. Once again, it's lowercase. It doesn't know that I'm yet building a sentence. But once I lay my noun down, now I've got
bear.
That bear is. And I've got all my descriptive words. So let's say that bear's white.
White.
He turns white. There's polar bears. So are there white bears? Where do they live? And as a teacher, I can dive deeper into the instruction and talk about them living in the cold, living in the snow, and the reason they're white is for their protection. What about black bears? Are there any black bears?
Black.
Where do they live? Maybe they're the mountainous bears. And he turns black. And then also I can have fun with all kind of colors. I can say green, yellow, red, and just really have fun learning colors. But I've got two other descriptive words that are a lot of fun. Let's say little, right?
Little.
And look how engaging that is. The bear goes little. Now he's a little bitty cub. So the bear is little. I've got that sentence there.
That bear is little.
Right? And the kids just absolutely love that. What about big?
Big.
Oh, Brody Bear got really big. Now the kids are just, they're screaming and having an exciting time with this bear actually getting bigger. So now I've got that descriptive word.
That bear is
That bear
big.
is big. And I can make it into a question or however I want to do this. So this is just a really, really great way to learn about sight words, letters, letter naming, letter sounds, and building sentences and questions in sentence structure. Hey, so one cool thing about Letters Alive Plus, when you're in the Letters and Sentence Building module, you'll see the module button represented here. And remember, the color of that module button is represented on the bottom of the card. So as long as I have blue here and blue on the bottom, any card that has blue on the bottom, my sight words, my letters, now I can use them in this module. Unlike my blends and digraph, my word family cards, that has orange on the bottom, and those are only used in the word building module. But watch this. When I touch this, I can actually toggle to the building words module without going all the way back to the home menu. So it's just a quick and easy way to jump between the letter building and the word building, or the sentence building and the word building modules. This is a real quick way to do that. So anyway, that is Letters Alive Plus. I wanted to introduce you to all the different things that it can do. It's a very exciting program, and your kids are just going to be super engaged.